It's burning toilet ASMR. Listen to the sound of poos. I don't think Eden is a bear positive parent, so we are going to approach this absolute monster of a plant and we're going to use the attempt to communicate thing.
Hello from the void, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel and the apocalypse. Honestly, it feels super appropriate right now because you can't see what's happening behind me, but what's happened is I was sick and now I feel a bit better and I'm realising I haven't eaten a vegetable or done any laundry for like 2.5 weeks and honestly, it's not looking good. Anyway, what better way to distract ourselves than with The Sims? Last time we were with Eden, we had a lovely family Christmas where we gave our child blackmail. We also created a spore filter, so Strangerville's coming on. Honestly, we were super productive, which probably means this episode is going to be a disaster. Can't wait to see. Let's do it.
I've got Eden working on her herbalism because that is a skill we're meant to max, even though I regularly forget. Kiri is just pootling around. She's actually feeling pretty good and playful and oh my god, Callow, no baby. He's always the one that catches fire. I mean, at this stage, honestly, I feel like he must be used to it, but I still do feel guilty. Moving the shower has worked out though, because he did manage to extinguish himself, Eden just fleeing the scene, leaving her children inside to burn. And we now can't get to the toilet to put it out, so we just have to leave it. It's burning toilet ASMR. Listen to the sound of poos, flaming, crunching, burning. And on that unhinged note, we're just going to wait until nightfall and send Eden into Strangerville to continue to work on the aspiration. Apparently Marrow's going to die soon. Well, we've had a fire, so why not a death? But first, we are headed to the library in the hope that a scientist will turn up and we can ask them to make us a spore filter. But at the moment, the only person in Strangerville is this full-body raccoon. Eden's actually so tired I've had to have her go sleep on a bench, and literally, where is everybody? This is such a pretty town. I'm obsessed with Strangerville, but where is a scientist? Oh, is that one? Little white coat? Yes. Lady, I've got all these spores. You haven't done anything. Can I please do something? She's just pulled out a bottle of milk. Oh, great. We need a higher relationship to craft a spore filter. That's going to be hard. Eden has a horrible personality, but I can big brain this. Eden has almost completed 2 aspirations, so she has loads of points, so I bought her the lifetime reward that means people like her as soon as she says hi to them, and we're going to assume that she's threatening them instead. But for purposes of the game, we have got a high enough relationship with this rando scientist that we can ask her for a spore filter. Seriously, give us a spore filter. No one else is trying to save this town. We don't have to, but we're doing it, yeah. And now she's yelling at them. I can't believe you give me a spore filter, you don't even know me. But we've skipped back to the kiddos because it is the morning and once again our garden has glitched. So I'm going to pretend I'm not really annoyed about that and instead try and enjoy bucolic scenes of Kiri cuddling a chicken and Callow taking a dump in a bucket that's repeatedly burned him. Ah, family gameplay. I do like that she has finally managed to befriend a chicken. Eden's actually opted not to come back into the house but instead to sleep in this bush whilst Edith Newcomb, who we do not know, is calling us. I might actually need to go in and clean Eden's relationships because we do not want to be getting phone calls. This is the apocalypse and we are paranoid and live in a shoe. Right, our inventory is uncomfortably full. I need to try and clear some of that stuff out. Annoyingly, despite having all of that stuff, we still don't have any insects, so we're having to learn herbalism, mostly by book. But I'm choosing to believe that what this is Eden reading up on the theory behind the spores, or getting as much information as she thinks she might be able to from some biology text she's thieved from the library. I've definitely underused the kleptomaniac trait. I keep forgetting I have it because I've got too much else on. I should probably just change it at this stage, but seems a bit late. Anyway, Eden is having some lovely family time with Callow, as in they are sitting in silence and not talking at all. I think their relationship is basically around 0 at this point, but they're not currently fighting, which is good. Time do be passing, my garden is not growing, and it's time for some night laundry. The laundry system has actually punished them even more than I thought it would because it turns out I'm really bad at managing laundry, so they're constantly miserable from wearing really dirty clothes. Oh my god, Callow is having a bear phase. That's, terrifying and adorable, but that's so sad because I've been waiting for one of my kids to have a bear phase and I haven't had it in any of my saves, but I don't think Eden is a bear positive parent. I think she sees her kid in a bear suit and number one, she's like, where the hell did you get a bear suit from? You live in a compound without bear suits in it. But also, like, you can't just pretend to be a bear. Like, life is hard and you've got to face it, kid. I'm sorry that you feel you identify as a bear right now. That is nice, but, you know, the world is not kind. And people hunt bears, so you better take that suit off before I shoot you with a crossbow. I mean, I hope she wouldn't shoot him with a crossbow. She wouldn't, but she'd try and scare him into being better, or just make chicken noises at him. Either way, he is now experiencing unbearable sadness, which is honestly very upsetting, and I'm gutted because I wanted a bear face, but I needed it in another save. Yes, please come home. I don't know how you're going to get to school through the closed fence, but you are skipping it. You've never been, and you will not be starting today. Now get in the garden and learn at the school of life, wee childer. Callow needs to go and milk the cow. That is his chore. Kiri, it's time for you to grind some motor skills without using any other kit than the climbing frame, which I felt like was the only plausible thing they would have. The motor skill has been tedious, let me say. Edith, babe, you've got to stop calling Eden, especially as it seems to make her hot. I think the time has come for you all to be dead to us. Goodbye, everybody. Get out of my life. I want nothing from you. I mean, it's possible I might need something from you, but now I have a cheat that makes you like me again and pretends you never met me, which honestly feels super on brand. If Eden had some sort of memory remover, I do believe she would use it. Now keep reading your herbalism book, please. I'm unsure why Eden is feeling very flirty at the moment, but we're going to put some damp laundry on that. And if that doesn't get her out of the mood, I don't know what will. Callow is just honestly a really sad egg at the moment. It makes me sad. Kiri, by contrast, is actually doing pretty well. Damn it, we got a boy chicken from our egg. This is the first hatchable egg we've had in forever. We're going to call it Popeyes after what happens to many chickens. I am a little bit worried about market this week because we have had failed crops on most of our plots, so we haven't got a huge amount to sell. Our chicken stock is low and we're only getting roosters, so we're probably going to have to sell them for meat or money. And then actually I think Butters is getting pretty old, so we're probably going to lose our cow soon, and our kids are sad, and is the animal death going to mess them up even more? I don't know. The one thing I will say is Kiri, as a frightened, squeamish sim, is running around doing her chores much more quickly than she would be otherwise. Oh no, Noodle Soup, you're our only friend. Please don't get mad at us. Take some food. Take our love. Take our love. But as night falls, it is time for Eden to take her completed hazmat suit, the spore filter we got from the scientists, the hazmat suit we finagled off Erwin, and to enter the toxic hallway. And I feel like this is a really big moment, which she will be enduring wearing dirty clothes inside her hazmat suit. That's going to smell really bad. But I feel like at this stage, Eden is... Oh wow, this is so pretty. Eden has some theories about what might have gone down at Strangerville. I feel like she's like, my dad was involved somehow. We never knew what happened to him. Some of the stuff he told me has helped me get through some of these doors that honestly I have no business cracking. She's not a techie. She's not a scientist. She's just a gal with a bad attitude and a hazmat suit who is now entering a secret facility that is honestly super cool and super freaky. And what are we going to find down here? Nothing good is going to be down this corridor. Let's go down it. And what will we find? I am waiting to see through the door. Dramatic music. Oh, it's a milestone complete. It's, yeah, I mean, that's a face a person would pull when they saw this thing. This is a really big plant. Like, a really big plant to the extent that when you zoom in to try and get a look at it, it doesn't load properly. Wow. Wow. Look at its creepy little arms. And I feel like at this stage, potentially, sorry, I'm struggling. At this stage, Eden definitely has some theories. So we are going to approach this absolute monster of a plant, and we're going to use the attempt to communicate thing. Because, okay, and go with me here. I imagine that Eden's father is responsible for all of this. And my original plan was that I would put a skeleton in here, and basically what's happened is he tried to shut down the experiment, and the thing that he brought back and the thing he grew ate him, consumed some of his thoughts. So basically the plant is essentially her father. Are you my daddy? Yes. Yes, it is. Unfortunately, you can't edit the secret lab, so I couldn't do any of that, and I literally spent about 2 hours trying to mod it and screaming at my computer. But know this, Eden suspects the mother plant is her dad. Eden knows that that plant can't be allowed to live. Eden knows that the storm is getting worse, and that somehow someone is going to have to come up with a way to fight it, because her kids are getting older and she's getting older and she's not going to be fit enough to fight forever, and this is only going to keep getting worse. So we are going to be vaccinating 3 Sims, recruiting 3 Sims to help stop the source of the infection and defeat the source of the infection. Who will those brave defenders be? I actually don't know yet, because I don't know how long all of this is going to take, but we are starting out by making up a bunch of vaccines and shoving our own hands through our bodies, because we are very uncomfortable, possibly due to our period, possibly due to the fact that we suspect our beloved but estranged father may have been devoured and possessed by a giant plant that is now invading toilets the world over, and also because it's entirely possible when we get back to our lot that all our plants will have died again. But first, we're going to try and vaccinate this lady in her PJs. That is not how you vaccinate people. That's the kind of thing that gives vaccine deniers fuel. But we don't have time to be pedantic right now. Did it work? No, it didn't work. We got to try it on more people, and we don't have any more. Okay, well, sorry we killed you, but we're actually going to head home because we are pretty shattered. I want to see if being here at the spawn time for the plants makes a difference. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought. What do you think of my plant twist? Did you enjoy the toilet ASMR? Say hi, say hello. My apologies for the delay, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you, bye-bye.